Sunday morning, and I am just about a block from my place I'm staying, and I'm just going to do a little walk down the street. So we're in a little park here. The church is full of people because it's Domingo, and this is a very pretty little park. And over here is my favorite antique shop. I've only actually been to two. I don't think there's a whole lot of them in town, but it is anyway, it's a nice old antique shop, and I am just going to be walking down the street here. You have to be a bit careful when you walk by people because you do get your phone snatched around here apparently, and I just lost one iPhone. I don't want to have to pay for another one, so I'm always a little cautious when I walk by guys on the street. So here's a nice little shop that sells all kinds of stuff for gringos, probably, not so much for the local population. And so there is the church with I think that's the Santa Cruz. And this is probably very hard to hear because it's a bit breezy out today, so I apologize for that. Then down the streets, all the beautiful colored buildings, peeking in doorways, which is incredibly rude, but oh well. It's just something you have to do here because it's so fascinating what's inside the doorways, the courtyards. And usually in the evenings everybody will come out and sit out on the in front of their houses with their chairs and have their doors open. So, and each person is responsible for cleaning the sidewalks outside their house. Apparently nobody is responsible for fixing potholes and holes in sidewalks, and each of the water meters goes into the house in a little trench like that, which is a trip hazard for everybody, but it's quite common to see those without any covers on them. There's also huge great big potholes in the street, and the curbs are quite high because in the rainy season obviously there's a lot of rain running onto them, so the curbs are quite high. Sometimes you have to step up kind of 12 inches to get onto the sidewalk, and there's dog poop everywhere. Not always dog poop, and they use rebar to cover up holes in a very haphazard way. So there's lots to look out for as you're walking. But it's hard when they have beautiful doorways and all the doors, beautiful woodwork. And look, they have rubbish bins. Locals don't seem to use them very much. Unfortunately, it's a cultural tradition here to just take your packaging off and throw it down wherever you go. Now they do clean the streets every night, so by the next morning everything is clean again. But oh look, a new plastic cover that worked. Anyway, and also there's horse poop all over the place because there's lots of horses and carts around, both for the tourists that they take on horse and buggy rides, but also working ones. They clean the streets with a horse and cart, and there's all kinds of working horses around the town. So this is a pretty view here. I see people up in the bell tower. That's fun. I guess you can go up there. You can pay to go up there. Maybe I wouldn't go on a Sunday because I'm not dressed appropriately to go into church, but I have to check that out, see if I can go up there and have a little visit. Not sure why that guy's got a big stick, but we don't want to find out. Anyway, so here is another street, and there's typical pothole. There's a pretty typical Try not to get run over here. Go. And there is the volcano up there. Another pretty hotel. I think it's a hotel. Oh yeah, with a lovely swimming pool. And I am going to walk around the front of this church. And then I'm going to get a coffee. So here is another church, and they were all built, oh well, not all, but so a lot of them were built in the 16th, 17th century. And by the Spanish colonized this area. Each of the houses has steps going up into the garage to drive your car up, and steps going off the sidewalk so that you can get your car from the street into your garage. And most of the garages are incorporated into the living areas of the house. The front room has a garage at the side of it, so you don't have to go far to get in your car. Anyway, it is very busy here. I'm going to go over to this hotel over here, which is called Real Emefri. Take my life in my hands here, going across the road, as you do, and head over to this coffee shop over here. It's not a coffee shop, it's a hotel, and have a coffee. So the streets are pretty dirty here, so a lot of places have these little mats to wipe your feet at, like that, and the spray for the alcohol. Anyway, so I am going to go this way and not to disturb the people. Hola.
Buenos días, hacia adelante.
Gracias. Everybody is so nice here. So I'm going to sit down in this beautiful space. And I'm going to have a coffee, I think. So, absolutely lovely hotel. There's probably a dozen beautiful hotels in Nicaragua, and from the outside you wouldn't think they were anything, but once you get inside they're absolutely stunning. So this is a little boutique hotel, and there seems to be a lot of local Nicaraguans here, not too many gringos, and I will have a coffee.